Hey everybody, how you doing? Oh, okay, stop shaking that. Just hit the record button. How you doing? Hope your day is going good. Week has been superb thus far. Check out the description box below. All the links. You have the link to the website, courses, which are featured on Udemy. There's also a link for merch. I have some pretty good shirts out there. More to come, definitely. There's also on the website bathing salts. They are infused with essential oils and dry herbs. The herbs are crushed up small enough where you don't have to worry about clogging up your bath drain, you know? And they list this medicinal as well as spiritual properties. So check that out. That is on the website. Shower bombs are soon to come. Those will just be infused with essential oils. So no dry herbs in those, because you know you're in the shower. So yes, check out the website. There's links to the courses, which will route you to Udemy, where the courses are featured on. Once you purchase them, you know, you take the course however, whenever you want to, in your own time. You will always have that course. It's not limited for a length of time that you have access to it. It goes with Esoteric Biology, the Logbook, which is available on Amazon. The link for that is also under on the website as well, and in the resource tab of the courses. Everything that's on the course is in the book, just minus the coaching that comes along with it, the spiritual and life coaching aspects of it. It does have the reflection questions though, and that way you're able to log and keep an account of your own journey with that, however one chooses to use that. There's also a time management sheet in there. You know, if you're looking for productivity, which, you know, we're all trying to find more time in the day to do whatever it is that we need and want to do. And, you know, having a sheet where you're able to list that and for how long you do each thing, it actually gives you a tangible source to be able to see how much time in the day you actually have. It's eye-opening. It's eye-opening. First time I did that was in college. My math tutor had me write that out, and it's like, you'll see, like, you have actually so much time, because you know, just going around doing things. But then when you know, dedicate this amount of time to this amount of time to that, you'll see how much you actually get done and how much actually free time you actually have left. It's like, you know, it sounds backwards, but and it does, but you actually really do it. It's cool to see that, you know. So that's in the Esoteric Logbook as well. Yeah. Is that everything? Yeah. Bath salts. Yes. The shower bombs are not available on the website just yet. They will make their debut next weekend, and then I will put them on the website. Anything else? I was about to say something and I completely forgot. Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and hop on into this. Alright, so Sag, the other half of my sun sign. I'm a Scorpio, and Sagittarius is born right on the cusp. Yes, literally on the cusp, 0 degrees. So as the shine, as the signs, as the shines, as the light was shifting, yes, because it is in the sun. Yeah, I decided to make my entrance into the world. Yeah, you know, and aspects of both, which, I mean, makes sense. I am a two-spirit, non-binary, whichever term you know, familiar with. So yeah, I mean that makes sense. It makes sense. Couldn't just be one of anything. Nope. That ain't me, man. But let's go ahead and get on into this. All right, divine and divine only, divine and divine only. What do we have for Sagittarius? Just for the masculine energy. Sagittarius for the masculine energy. Now, for reading these signs, apply them wherever and however they are in your chart or in your houses, and yeah, go from there. If it resonates with you, we are reading energies. All right, masculine energy. Okay, you got 2. Okay, so for the feminine energy for Sag, divine only, feminine energy. Okay, we'll take this one that stayed on my lap. Ooh. And for duality for Sagittarius, that card never came out. Duality for Sagittarius is divine. The duality energy of Sagittarius. The duality. Oh. Too many. Harvest did come up. Oh, there's one left. Where'd it go? That did not flip over. Okay, 2 that did not flip over. Flip back over. Okay, there we go. We'll take those. Nope, okay. Too many? Okay, these 2. Cool. That works. We have 2 cards that came out during the week. I don't remember where one is, but I remember the other one came out yesterday. For which sign, I'm not sure. But maybe they'll remind me. We'll see. So, for the masculine energy, you have birth, renewal, and stone people, knowing. Phoenix, rising, birth, stepping into the new. This newness of who it is that you are, how you react, how you respond, how you perceive things, and seeing things, perceiving things, and seeing things, and relating to things with the optimism and excitement of a kid, getting back connected with your child self. You know, kids, you know, everything is just, look at this face, everything is just like, oh wow, that's awesome, you know. And you're connecting back with that. So it's a birth, it's a renewal. It's a renewal of your authentic youthful spirit, your youthful spirit, which is, you know, everything being new, everything being exciting all over again. Good old Phoenix energy going on in here. Know that during this birth and this renewal, you're coming out already flying. You hatched out of your egg, your shell, flying. The seedling is no longer just a seed. It has green leaves. It is producing. You're seeing the magic and the wonder and signs, symbols, and synchronicities. Joy, happiness, fulfillment, prosperity, abundance, in various forms and various aspects of your life. And stone people, you are connected to the earth, and you have a stable foundation within this renewal, within this rebirth, within this transformation. You are very grounded, and your creator energy is magical, powerful. You are cherishing it. And stone people, you have the inner knowing. Clarity. Oh, okay. So what came out is we have the will in reverse with the Knight of Swords. Cutting out some cycles that just kept going. And stepping into your manifesting abundant energy. Right by the Palace of Wands. Even though you have this youthfulness of a youth, you are no longer naive. You know when to set boundaries, what mental energy is not serving you, and stopping it. Like, you know what? Nope, nope. You've been cutting cords. On the things that you are receiving. Queen of Wands. So I'm feeling receptivity. So you are what you eat. So filtering through the things, the energies and in general that you come in contact with, and filtering through that, like, this is for me, this is not for me, this is, being able to agree to disagree, being able to know what you align with, what you don't align with. So even though you have this youthfulness about yourself, you're no longer naive. You've had the experience, and you've gained the wisdom, the knowing, and you began to trust. You've had the development of trusting your intuition, as well as developing discernment. Also, swords energy, discernment, having discernment of through the things that you know, and just going by what others share, what others tell you, knowing what actually resonates and is aligned with you, what is your truth, knowing what's not your truth, knowing within yourself and your own thoughts, whether that's it's and your own actions as well, knowing that okay, you know what, that's not this, that's coming from that, or that's nope, that's something that I've changed, that I go through, nope, I'm not going to do that. Really embracing respond versus reacting. Reacting is more so instinctual, whereas responding is using now it doesn't matter how quick that happens, no. So responding is more so having consideration, using wisdom, using discernment, being able to analyze and choosing, and consciously choosing, versus reacting is more so a defense mechanism. And this response is now erasing the old reaction and now creating a new reaction through responding. You're making your responses because you have truly worked on that with discernment, and you've built a stable foundation upon that. So now it is becoming more instinctual in a high vibrational way, versus just defensive. It's just beautiful. Bring out the Queen of Wands under that. So you have the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands. And this is allowing you to move confidently and passionately, and be able to create and enjoy what one is creating. Enjoy what one feels a connection to, internally and externally, to you and your environment and people, places, and things. It's beautiful. Brings you to 9 of Coins, which brings you to a fruition, brings you to a sense of a sense and embodiment of abundance in various aspects of your life, internally and externally. That's beautiful. And peace as well. It's always been with you. I'm picking up a lot of discernment. It's always been with you, but really going through those experiences to develop discernment, and not just going with this because whatever reason, I'm going with that because of whatever reason. A lot of times we put others on a pedestal and take their authority over what it is that we know is right for us, but because of how we view them or associate with them or relate, or how we chose to see, whatever experience or people or places or things in a higher light than what we view ourselves, it can distort our discernment and allow us to neglect our true inner knowing, our truth, and our authenticity a lot of times. So going through experiences where that has happened and being able to filter that out, as well as I'm also picking up on thoughts. Not worried about what others think or feel. Everybody's entitled to what it is that they are, their opinion, their view, their perspective, their outlook. Yes, and not letting that personally affect you, because it's not personal. It's not personal, and this allows this beauty to really be seen everywhere. This newness to really be seen everywhere. And the thing about it is that you've already knew that. You already were aligned to that. It was just implementing that. So to have that in the masculine energy, which is all about action and implementation and actually doing, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. Which makes sense that this is in for the feminine energy, medicine shield, protection. So by you taking actions and doing that and doing all that we covered in your masculine energy, that is protecting your emotions. It's protecting the things that you cherish, that you care about, that you align yourself with, your truths on an emotional level. Because a little secret about Sagittarius, just trust me, because of course I would know. They actually do wear their heart on their sleeves. They just don't show it a lot of times, and that's because you feel all this masculine energy. Because fire sign, and just the zodiac of Sag. You don't see that, you don't get that right off. But because when especially, well, if you're over here, you're an empath, especially tuning in with that empathic ability, you pick up a lot. So you have to learn to protect your own energy field, which that feminine energy is also your creative source, your creative power, and not allowing that to be tainted, swayed, depleted. It's the balance of the masculine protecting the feminine on an energetic level, and vice versa. Because medicine shield, the feminine, your emotions, being able to have that balance and have that peace and have that state of stability and foundation, and being like, look, it's an eagle, being able to see more than what's actually being shown, allows the emotions to also heal the mind as well. The mind can heal the emotions, and the emotions can heal the mind, and using that in a balanced reciprocity within yourself allows for rebirth and renewal consistently, constantly, and allows you to trust and have faith more in what it is that what it is that you've built a foundation on, what it is that is sturdy for you, what it is that you are actually connected to, that is your truth, your alignment. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. So being in a place where this is the Palace of Cups. So being in a place where you were emotionally hurt, not necessarily detached, I'm looking for a word to explain it, but protective, overprotective, there we go, overprotective, allowed for this transformation to happen, because it allows you to hone more in on how your mind was affecting your emotions. and the thoughts and the overthinking. Because I mean, being able to, like the eagle can see far and wide. So being able to have that ability, it can create that. And the mind, emotions can change. You know, you can listen to music and your how you're feeling shift. You know, you can do whatever it is that works with you, and your feelings could shift, which is why emotions are closely related to water. Water ebbs and flows, you know, versus the mind. The mind knows what it knows until some form of action is taken to change, to be more open, to stand firm. The mind knows what it knows until an experience has occurred. And being able to evaluate things differently. But that brought you to the Nine of Cups. You know, from Piles of Cups to the Nine of Cups. And feeling, you know, joyous. So there's definitely, I'm seeing a lot of balancing. I'm seeing a lot of being on this side, that side. And I was like, okay, now I know where it is that I need to be. And we do. We go through, you know, they say there aren't really any failures or mistakes. No, it's a learning experience. You learn a different tangent, and then now you know how to apply that on the other tangent. You know, and it's not you being in a place of being overprotective with what it is that you feel, to a place of being, you know, too open with, you know, and just letting your emotions, put your emotions into everything, and you know that has its own effects, and finding that place of balance. So that's awesome. So it's a combination of your mind, your intuition, and your emotions all rolled in one when you see this ego. It's all directions, it's everything all in one. And being able to really produce a medicine shield. That protection, true protection. Protection where you're able to cut cords and make changes for you accordingly within yourself, externally, and being okay with that. Not judging, you know, it's just, it is what it is, and being okay with that. You know, there's others ain't, because you know when you I seen it reminds me of a TikTok I seen the other day. You know, it's when you take back your energy, or move away from, you know, things that just aren't for you for whatever reason the case may be. It's not necessarily, you know, you see it negative or anything like that. It's just, okay, that's not for me, so I can stay here, and it begins to, and I could choose to stay here and allow myself to be affected by something that I know I should be affected by. It's like, if it's like going outside in the wintertime and you went to go run and check the mailbox so you ain't throw a coat on, and then, you know, everybody outside talking, you know, looking at the snow or doing whatever it is that they shoveling the snow, and you, oh no, you really need to stay out here and shovel the snow because it's going to get more. And you, knowing you ain't got a coat on, knowing you're about to freeze, but you stay outside anyway. It's like, no, you need to go inside, get your coat, do what it is that you got to do, but otherwise it's going to impact you more, you know. So a lot of experiences is coming up in here, and I cannot name them all, but so you know how it resonates with you. And being strong and confident in what it is that you feel, what it is that you clear, you cleanse, you release, you surrender, you allow. Because the eagle's confident. And this is honestly a story about really, because with duality you have truth and accessibility. I'm gonna put the tarot cards now because don't really need clarification because it's really just one whole story. Truth, plant medicine, and dream weaver accessibility. This birth and renewal allows you to have a new outlook, a new perspective on life that is forever renewing, and being able to have that faith and trust and stability and security within your own intuition, within you, your aspects, your life, and you living your life, and and living in your truth, authenticity, knowing when to cut things out, and grow within yourself, and external experiences, people, places, and everything in between, and allowing your truth when and allowing that truth to be medicine, natural, organic medicine for you within itself, and still coming from a loving place, and having your heart open and being grounded in that, and allowing the signs, symbols, synchronicities, messages to receive, to flow through you, and through getting these insights, foresights, intuition, messages, signs, symbols, and synchronicities, connections with what it is that you believe in, and standing firmly in your truth, and loving it, and having a sense of compassion and understanding and love and wisdom and generosity allows you to truly stand in a place of protection, not just for you, but for others as well, for your reality that you are creating, that you are manifesting, that you see, and further developing and being in tune and in line with your intuition and that inner knowing and faith, which keeps rebirthing a more renewal state, a newness, a magic, beauty from a grounded place, really allowing your inner light to shine forth, and seeing the inner light in everything, even if it's hidden, even if it's not utilized, still seeing it, even if it's just the fact of its life force energy, and on an organic level, having that respect of, it's still life force energy, because you respect that within yourself. You're connected with that within yourself. You're allowing that to shine forth from yourself. But that's also where discernment comes in, because just because you see light doesn't mean it's going to be actualized. And going through lessons, oh Lord, now getting deep. I understand, I've been there. Being able to see the light in things, and coming from a place of always wanting, I'm sharing my personal experience, coming from a place of always wanting to help or give, because it's, when you see it, it's hard to understand, like, okay, well, I see this, I'm not quite understanding why you're not seeing this, and it is, and then and you can see, but also what comes with seeing the light, you see what blocks the light as well. You do, you see what blocks the light, and you see like the path to be able to come out of that, and it's like, but being able to use discernment, and you can't force yourself it they have to acknowledge it and implement and be ready for it. You can't change people. People change people. People change themselves. You can't change people. People change themselves. And if somebody's not ready, somebody's not ready, and there's nothing you can do about it. And being able to let that go and not allowing that to affect you emotionally, even though you could still have compassion, but you're able to have compassion at a distance. And the protection, being able to have compassion from a distance and respect, like, okay, well, you know, that's the life force energy, and you know, your journey for whatever you cross paths, you know, for what purpose I gained it from. You know, you could have thought that, because I could say, you know, from my personal experience, it would go through like, okay, well, you know what, that's your journey. I learned this. I hope that, you know, this comes to you, because even though it's been brought into awareness, there's still other stages of growth, and the other main two is acknowledgement and acceptance. And if somebody's not ready to do those two things, it ain't nothing that can't be done past that, you know, just because it's in awareness. You know, and that was something, like I said, you know, it's like, well, I'm not understanding how you can't see that. Like, you see it, but you don't see it. Like, and yeah, it is. But it's not for you to fully understand. And you got, okay, you know what, hey, it is what it is. You know, like, hey, you know, it's there. I'm available. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. And no pun intended with this being Sag and, you know, half human, half horse. No. It's, you know, you can't, you can show, okay, yeah, that's water over there. It could be thirsty as all get out. You can't make them hydrate themselves. You know, that's a personal choice done through acknowledgement and acceptance. You can't accept something that you don't acknowledge. And you can't make somebody do that. Everybody has their time and place. What's that song? Jordan Sparks, I think. No, it might not be Jordan Sparks. Don't quote me on who sings it, but it's everybody has their breaking point. Everybody has their breaking point. And when it happens, that's between them and their experiences, their life, their truth, their accessibility, their inner knowing, their renewal. That's done in divine timing, and that's solely up to them, you know. But that definitely rushed to a place of Nine of Cups, of happiness, of bliss, just being able to release things that ain't yours and not your duty to uphold. You know, sticking with what comes natural to you, not letting it take you out or deter you or personalize it where it's like, well, you're doing something wrong, you need to switch, you need to change this, you need to do that. No, that's not yours. It's not yours. It's not yours. Extra cheesy. And this is freeing up space, because by releasing that wasn't serving you, that wasn't yours, you have more space, more time for accessibility, to receive messages from the divine, from your ancestors, from spirit animals, from signs, symbols, synchronicities, and being able to understand that. So now when you come across a situation like that, because yeah, that's going to continue to happen, you're able to see way more than just, oh, the light and, you know, the obstacles that's blocking the light and the pathway in between. You're able to have that understanding and that compassion behind it's not time as well. And that in itself can be medicinal for someone, because that's the truth. And that's a truth that you were able to bring into awareness, acknowledge, and accept on a personal level. And sometimes that's all that it takes for is being allowed to have that space. Sometimes that's just all someone needs, is being able to allow to have that space, to have that choice, to have that option to move accordingly when it's their time to move accordingly, because that's their truth. It wouldn't be natural doing it on somebody else's time. And like if somebody came to me and it's like, no, I want you to read right now and then this and do it. That's not how these gifts work. I read when I'm told to read. If I'm not told to read, no matter how hard I sit down and try to read, everything under the sun is going to happen. Remember, it's going to be a lot. It's not time. It's being forced. It's not organic. You know? Still, we gonna get into the confirmation messages. But this is a beautiful story. This is a beautiful story. And this is also very freedom. Ego being a symbol of freedom, individuality, flying, growth. Flying is a symbol of what I'm being taught right now, ascension. Oh, shake it, duck it now. Kundalini coming on. Here's our Kundalini. 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 I can't sing, I know y'all. Poetic, and I can rap. I cannot sing. Maybe in the choir I might be able to harmonize a couple notes, you know. At least when I was a kid I could. I've been in the choir since then, so I ain't gonna get. So alright, divine only, divine and divine only. Confirmation message for the masculine energy. Sagittarius. What did I call the other cards the other day? The ones that come after the confirmation message. Alright. Confirmation message for the feminine energy is Sag Divine. Getting cards I ain't never seen before. Confirmation message for duality for the sign of Sag Divine. That came out yesterday. Don't remember what sign. It's yesterday. So, Master 11. 2. Reflection, stability, Dharma will, karmic lessons, peer pressure, moral codes. And then a confirmation message for what was going on under the birth and renewal stone people and knowing. I sure can't go back and repeat. But yeah, that was a lesson. But they are telling me the whole storyline once again, that was a lesson. Being able to, that's not yours, leave things as it is, and not allowing it to affect you personally. Things that are something that's not within you, that you have power over, don't take it personal. Don't take it personal. That's beautiful. Ooh, we have elephants. So check out the spiritual meaning of an elephant. Archangel Gabriel, yes, renewal, rebirth. Archangel Uriel. Definitely Kundalini. It's a lot of gold in here. Yellow, solar plexus. Alright, so for the feminine energy confirmation is cathedral of light, stubborn attitudes, extending the olive branch, artistry. Yes. Artistry. And that's under the feminine energy. That's a stubborn attitude. You know, it took a while to really grasp that, because of, it's bittersweet, because it was because of your capacity to embody so much energy and emotions for others, for yourself, and having the stubborn attitude. Like, if you were brought up in a more traditional belief system, being able to really branch away from that and go, you know what, no, I'm not a horrible person because I choose to protect myself. You know, I choose not to take something personally. I can't weep for everything and everybody all the time. And this brought forth changes. Yeah, definitely Kundalini energy. This ain't Kundalini energy. I don't know what is. Really knowing what not to take personal. And still being able to wear your emotions on your sleeve and still being secure. Still having your heart open and embracing. But really having discernment of knowing what's not yours. It's not your fight, not your battle. You can't fight it for somebody. And even if you do, they're not going to learn their karmic lessons so they can get to their Dharma will. So the confirmation message for duality is past life, a cultural experience. It is behind you, regression. And having that moment of regression is connecting to a past life. So in the past life, this is martyrism. And not martyr in like the aspect of sharing, but martyr in the aspect of putting the world on your shoulders. It's impossible for just one person. And that goes back with the your emotions and the cathedral light and that stubborn attitude of like, but this, because it's happened in a past life. You've done it in a past life, but what happened? You know, we go through anything of it wasn't a good outcome. You know, well, not the outcome, because depending on how you view it, it wasn't an outcome that you perceived. You know, the same love. That's not what happened. What was given, or you know, time was cut short. There was more to do. But adopting this and implementing this transformation that has happened, because yes, I'm getting past tense, and for some currently going through a state of reflection and allowing yourself from Dharma to, or karma from to Dharma. Check out the spiritual being of Peacock. It allows you to still embrace your authenticity on a soul level, on a spirit level, life force chi level. but yet continue to be reborn within yourself. Instead of it taking you out, it has rebirthed you. It has renewed you, rejuvenated, refreshed. Because of your discernment, the wisdom, understanding the wisdom, utilizing the wisdom. On all levels, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Which brings balance. And through this reflection and having a stable foundation, coming out of this regression and reflection creates balance. Y'all. Alright, divine, and divine only. Alright. Energy, alright, divine, and one more card. Thank you, appreciate it. So for the masculine energy under Dharma will, we have hidden knowledge, Akashic records, silent understanding. Spiritual completions, card 52, 7. Through this changes and reflection, through this renewal. Okay, and for Cathedral Light, we have precognition, psychic ability, future vision. Card number 13, that is your foundation. I love when they do this. So for past life, we have soul radiance, phoenix rising. Card number 53. Infinite. Now the first card I was hidden knowledge, silent understanding. So that's for you. What you getting is for you, and not for me to speak upon that. All right, y'all. Go ahead and enjoy your day. Check out the description box below for all the links, courses, merch, salts. Oh, if you would like a customized bath salt or shower bomb, I do take aromatherapy consultation, and that can be created during that consultation as well. So that's what I forgot to say. Yeah, okay, well, not to throw it in at the end. You guys have a great one. Catch y'all later. Peace.